Sunday, baby. We have another band right down the road from the last band.
Yeah, it looks like the same backdrop, actually.
We share a studio.
Yeah, and a drummer, apparently.
Yeah, dude, it's always the fucking drummer, bro.
Don't we know it? That's hilarious. Okay, so reintroduce yourself and tell me who this band is.
Okay, we are Thy Enemy, again from Central Maine. We play heavy metal.
Yeah,
we don't really classify ourselves as anything, but we play fucking hard and heavy, and we hit breakdowns. I am Gary. I play drums.
John, I play guitar.
Lead guitar.
I'm the bassist, Al.
Bronson Bateman. Backup. Shitty guitar. Whatever.
Our vocalists haven't made it yet. And Bronson just dropped his beer.
Hey.
Party foul. Party foul.
I love dropping my beer.
I'm just setting up my phone so I can watch the live on Sofa City.
What have you guys been up to lately? What do you got new coming our way?
Well, right now we're in the studio. We're starting to record our first full length. The EP is what it is, you know. Obviously, you've heard it. Hopefully, anyway. I mean, otherwise, this wouldn't be happening, right? But yeah, right now we're in the studio, doing some strings, doing some drums, getting the full length ready. Time-wise, not sure when it's going to come out. You know, being what it is in the world today, but you know, hoping for late winter, anyways, at the latest. Hopefully.
That'd be all right. I'm looking forward to that, man. That's gonna be sick.
Definitely.
I know a couple of your songs, like Call the Void. That was, I think, the first song I heard by you guys.
No doubt, yeah, that's a great song. One of the first songs that we wrote as a band. There's two of them on there that were the very first songs before all members were
Crushing and Call.
You know, set in stone, ready to go. Crushing Weight and Call of the Void.
Yeah, that's definitely one of my favorites, and it's one of the first, as I said, I heard by you guys.
Yeah, that Call of the Void's kind of like, you know, driving down the road, you got no idea what you're thinking. All of a sudden, you just want to drive into a tree.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's basically what that is, the Call of the Void. That could, you know, pertain to skydiving, whatever, pulling the parachute, just fall.
Death calls us all.
You know.
Yeah, eventually she does.
Unfortunately, but
yeah. But do you really want to live more than 100 fucking years? I don't know.
Really? I don't know. With the genetics in my family? Hell no, not really.
I know. I said 75, and I'm beginning to rethink that, and I'm like 2 years away from 40.
Yeah, my great-grandmother died at 103, so.
Mine was 99. My grandmother is 94.
Diaper years.
Yeah.
So,
it is what it is, though, right? It is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's amazing how much you value what you have, like value life at what we have after going through all these things we've been through in the last year and a half.
Oh, the last year and a half, you know, that sets a whole new perspective to everything.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh,
absolutely.
Whether it be political or otherwise, it's just you know, pain in the ass.
Well, we try and keep the politics out of it as much. Like, I mean, it is difficult. We're all going through it. Like I was saying earlier, you know, we're all going through it in different boats. You know, we're all weathering the same storm, but some of us are in yachts and some of us are in life rafts. And we just have to kind of remember to be mindful of, you know, what we're doing and stuff like that.
That's what music's all about, right?
Well, exactly. And that's what I was going to ask next.
I mean, if I'm listening
how has it helped you guys?
Yeah, right. If I'm listening to music, very rarely do I even care what's going on in the world. You know what I mean?
Right.
Especially live stuff. You know, we all miss it very much, but, you know, little by little, we get there.
Yeah. What does Bob Marley say? When the one good thing about music is when it hits you, you feel no pain.
That's
the one thing in the world that can hit you and it doesn't hurt you.
Hey, the dead president said that.
Yeah. Hey, I saw a meme on Facebook just the other day. It says life is much better from the stage.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Absolutely.
Such is life, man. I totally agree with that.
It's great to be in that audience and do that mosh thing, but if you're the guy on the stage,
yeah,
You know?
So-
It's therapy.
It's
How'd
therapy. There.
Yeah.
No more anxiety, no more depression. You just there in the moment.
Listen,
Yeah.
Fred Durst said it the best I've ever heard. When I step on stage, all headaches go away.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You know what? Considering that came out of Fred Durst's mouth, that's probably one of the most intelligent things I've heard musically in a long time, right? Can you believe he used?
Fucking hilarious.
I see. I'm not a Fred Durst guy. Like I never like when like I said, I'm this far away from 40. So for me, it was Korn or Limp Bizkit, and I mean, I chose the route of Korn, right?
Yeah.
Like so.
Man, that's a toss-up being a guy that's 52. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're all in
If it
our,
weren't
most of
for
us are in our
Fred Durst, there
mid-40s.
would be no Korn. If there weren't for no Black Sabbath, there would be no Iron Maiden.
Well,
So
yeah. I mean, every band is one and the same that way, I suppose.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was even at the point where Fred Durst was the president of Epic Records for a little while, no? So he's got to have some kind of peasing to be able to get that far ahead music-wise.
TikToks are fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I see. I don't TikTok, man. That was the one thing I tried to stay away from during all of this was TikTok.
Brilliant.
And I succeeded. My kids not so much, but I succeeded so far.
He's a brilliant marketer. He's a brilliant marketer.
Yeah, I can imagine. Mind you, you gotta have a good have a good mind for marketing to get that far ahead in the music industry. I imagine, especially with rock and metal music.
It's not all about the music. A lot of it is about the marketing.
Yep,
So
absolutely.
If you can't market yourself, you're never going to go anywhere. So
No, I totally agree with that.
For example,
Well, you do have to have the music.
Kiss.
Yeah.
I mean,
I like this guy.
marketing is a whole different strategy. But if the music ain't there, let's be honest. I mean,
Well, you're 100%.
you're selling shit but
100%.
shirts. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
He's
Yeah.
100% correct.
Yeah.
Take Kiss, for example.
Yeah.
Gene Simmons, one
Mhm.
of the most brilliant marketers in the world.
Yep.
Still,
We
to
just
this
had
day,
this conversation with the last
Brilliant,
interview.
brilliant marketer.
Hey,
And
for
you
real.
can't- for real. Kiss would not be what Kiss is if Gene Simmons was not a brilliant marketer.
Yeah,
So you're
I'm actually in the process of co-writing a book called Kiss Craze. So I'm completely understanding and learning everything that they have to offer, especially when it comes to marketing the music.
Co-writing.
Yeah, co-writing,
Yes.
absolutely. I mean,
Yes.
let's be honest. You know, the '70s was a simple time. Didn't
Yeah.
take a whole lot to impress anybody in the '70s.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like the end of the whole free love shit. You know, the '60s were out, the '70s were in. There was a whole new vibe going on. You know?
Yeah.
Simple music, but look at themselves. You know what
Takes
I
a
mean?
lot
To this
more
day,
today.
they're still doing it.
It takes
you
a
know?
lot more today.
Yeah.
Jim Simmons is a big idol to me. You know, like I
Yeah.
said, I'm 52 years old. My first album was a Kiss album. You know,
Yeah.
that's where it took off for me, anyways. Obviously,
Well-
Cliff Burton fell right behind that. So
Yeah.
80s, bro. So,
Yeah.
Gotta love them.
See, I'm a 90s kid. I'm a 90s, 90s 2000. Well, 90s 2000. I went from 17 to
hey, there ain't
18
nothing
to
wrong with it. We
99,
all have
2000.
our idols. Music made what
So-
it is. Every genre, every year. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Every
Well, I mean-
generation has their.
I love all music.
So do I.
I'm with
So
you
do I,
on
but-
that one.
All metal.
What'd you say, TJ?
I'm not
Oh, I'm
saying
with
all
them on
music.
that.
I just like
I'm a big
all
fan of all music.
metal.
Anything and
Yeah.
everything metal.
Yeah, see, like my spectrum goes from like one end to the other. I listen to stuff like from Razor to Whitechapel to Nirvana to Pink to like my daughter's names are Melody Bean and Mia June, if that tells you anything. Like one's
Yeah.
named after Nirvana and the other one is named after June Carter Cash. So
Right.
like there's a major
Right.
spectrum of music
Yeah,
here.
oh, yeah.
So
my
you know, and TJ,
clients
he's
at
the same thing.
my clients at my tattoo shop are like that all the time. I got my playlist playing. It'll be Whitechapel 1 second, Johnny Cash the next second, maybe a little
Yeah.
Limp Bizkit, maybe a little Eminem. It doesn't matter,
Yeah.
you know. And they're all like, "Man, you're all over the place," and I'm like, "It's all good though, right?"
Well, it's because we like music, right?
That's
Versus
all
a genre.
good,
We like
though.
music. So I want to hear more about your Kiss fanatic stuff too later on.
Right on.
But for now, I want to hear your mosh pit stories.
What's that? I didn't hear you.
So for now, I want to hear your mosh pit stories. What are your best mosh pit stories? I feel like I'm repeating myself today.
1987, best mosh pit ever. Tripping balls. right in front of Cliff Burton. You know what I mean? The whole yeah, it
amazing.
Turned around, somebody pushed me. Next thing you know, I was in the middle of it all. You know,
yeah, that's awesome, bro.
Walked out with some bumps and bruises, but man, what a time! What a
battle
time.
scars.
Awesome.
Yeah,
that's what those are. Battle scars. I got tons of them. I was punched in the face at a Megadeth concert once by a guy with a cast on. My ex-husband actually had a cast on his hand too, and it was one of the weirdest looking things I have ever seen. I saw this one cast come at me, and then I watched my ex-husband's cast go, and I watched this guy hit the ground, and everybody just rushed right in the center, and this massive pit started. Yeah, well, that's what happens when you punch a woman in the face. Right?
Yeah.
It's what should happen if you punch a woman in the face.
So, yeah, well, and it's funny because I had told the story earlier about my job for a cowboy story because we were talking about them earlier in the last interview. And same show, we were like 20, 30 rows back. Job for a Cowboy came on and everybody rushed the stage. And all of a sudden we were only 3 rows away from the stage instead of 30 rows away from the stage. 2.5 feet
in the air too, probably, right?
Oh, I'm only 5'5", man. Like I get in the middle of mosh pits and I'm the little one in the pit.
You were carried in, not pushed in.
Sure. Yeah, yes, absolutely. By my shoulders, I was carried in.
Right.
I thought I was walking the whole time. So for you, it was Kiss. What about? Oh no, go ahead, TJ. You didn't get a word in edgewise earlier.
So how long you guys been jamming for as Thy Enemy?
Well, 2 years now. I've gone through a couple of changes here and there.
3 years almost.
John, our newest guitarist, he's the one that's helping us do this full length. We had
they can't get rid of me.
Yeah, there's no getting rid of that guy. You know,
No,
I've been around him for a long time.
I actually filled in for Al's old band maybe 12, 13 years ago for 4 or 5 shows. We've been friends for a long time.
Right.
That's awesome.
One big family around here. The scene's one big family.
I know. I can't wait to come visit once this fucking border opens up.
Dude, we ain't that far away.
No, not at all, man.
What do you like? Fucking 6 hours, maybe.
Our road trip that I'm doing across country once the world opens up, you guys are first on the list for stopping on my way once across the border.
For real. Great area.
Yeah.
Like I said, we'll Ouija and feed you, my man.
Right.
You guys are our new newfies of the South. I can't wait.
Yeah, we're in South Canada.
South Canada, that's so awesome.
Pretty much, right? We're Nova Scotia's northern Maine, you know?
Yeah. The one state we recognize as Canada.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. That tiny little piece of Niagara Falls, New York on the other side of the border.
A little tiny piece, yeah.
Right. Well, Niagara Falls, New York is only half the size of Niagara Falls, Canada. And it is the opposite day. Yeah. And it's the opposite day of Niagara Falls, Canada. We have all this tourism and we have skylines of hotels and casinos and we have Clifton Hill and, bars and stuff like that. And they don't.
No, because they're probably not allowed to have casinos in New York.
Well, they do have the Seneca Casino across from us, but as far as their tourism sector goes, they don't have one. But they're also a border town, and you'd think that they would do the dishes before people come over, and they don't.
Well,
they have the Maid of the Mist, though. That must draw on some people.
Yeah.
Well, see, the thing with the Maid of the Mist is it was Canadian and American before it was American. So people come here first to go on Hornblower before they go over there to go on the Maid of the Mist because we used to have Maid of the Mist here, and then Hornblower Company bought it. So now it's the same thing, but it's a different name. So people see Maid of the Mist, they automatically come over here thinking it's Maid of the Mist. It's not, but they still get the same ride.
Perfect.
And they're already here.
Right.
So
See, I'm an Office fan, and that was a big episode on The Office.
yeah. So have you guys seen Bruce Almighty?
With a little hat.
Yeah.
So, nice. Well, Bruce Almighty, where the stairwell is, where he's right next to Niagara Falls, and he's like, "Back to you, fuckers." Well, that was recorded.
Exactly.
Like we can see on the Canadian side, we can actually see that stairwell where they all walk down beside the falls, where they actually recorded that. Because Jim Carrey is from in between here in Toronto. His sister actually lives like 10 minutes away from me in Niagara Falls.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah. So she has her own show called The Pete and Reet Show, and then she owns the Christmas store here in the casino, and she owns one in Niagara on the Lake. So
that's cool.
Jim Carrey's
yeah.
Yeah.
So he's something else, man. He's fucking hilarious. He's one of my favorites for sure.
Absolutely.
Mia, I'll get you the glue gun after, okay? Please. My office, I know. My office is in my house. Like, my office is on the other side of my house. So they get their side with their rooms and the bathrooms and stuff, and then my office is actually like half my office, half my room.
Right.
So, like, all our art supplies and
Arts
school
and crafts
stuff,
and
because I
business
homeschool is. I literally get out of bed and come over to my desk to work.
Oh yeah.
What was that?
He's
I
got a
got
bunch
3
of friends.
grandchildren. I know all about the arts and crafts.
Yeah. So, well, I homeschool my kids, right?
Earlier, you were saying
Right.
they were like the father band. We're like the grandfather band.
Yeah.
Almost have
Oh yeah, the dad band we were talking about earlier.
So where do we find
That
your
was great.
music?
That was a great time.
Obviously, you guys
Right?
are on Spotify and YouTube and all that, eh?
What's
As
that?
far as finding your merch, you guys obviously have merch for sale. Where would one be? Where would one find that?
Well, you can get some on Store Frontier, or you can just hit us up directly. Facebook,
Okay.
Instagram. We're on both. We're on a few other ones too. Twitter, obviously.
We're
Yeah.
everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere.
Right now, the website's kind of in hiatus. It's that's being worked on, but eventually we'll have everything listed there, and you can check that stuff out there. I don't know. We have like 28 items, maybe a few things other than that, maybe 30 tops. But
You guys got any hot sauce?
T-shirts, tote bags, drawstring backpacks,
Oh, nice.
dog tag necklaces, ashtrays, coasters,
Coffee cups.
Coffee cups.
Coffee cups.
shot
Yeah.
glasses,
Oh, yeah.
obviously.
Yeah, we've got everything.
Yeah.
Coffee cups is what I want to hear. So, do you guys have hot sauce?
Any kind of merch you guys
What's that?
want, we have it.
What's that?
Hot sauce. Tell me you have hot sauce.
No, not yet.
Magnets.
Not yet.
Ooh, magnets.
We have magnets. You literally.
Okay, stickers,
that.
patches,
Whatever.
coffee cups, T-shirts, especially T-shirts. I tear them apart and then wear them to shows.
Absolutely. And we have
Probably 4 different designs.
three designs anyway that you can choose from.
Okay, sweet.
But obviously on Store Frontier, I believe all the designs are on all the garments on that site there.
If you go online to Store Frontier, we've actually got probably 10
No, I'm
designs.
just saying all the designs. Are there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
We have
Alright.
multiple designs. You know,
Awesome.
some for the real people, and then some
Yeah.
for the
Yeah.
Some for the fans and some for the posers.
gotta make everybody
fans,
happy now. Okay.
Yeah, true.
well, we're obviously living in a world where we can't please everybody. So, I mean,
I'm
2
offended by
designs
that.
is really.
I'm
What was that?
offended by that. Don't say
Well,
that.
I can't help that.
I'm going to take a fat dab for you all right now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Dad
It's a
time.
pretty good size one. It's a pretty good size one.
Oh yeah.
Well,
That would collapse my one lung. I'd be done.
you're long. Yeah, I know.
Heard that, bro.
Okay.
Had a lung collapse before. Not fun.
No, I see. I've had 2 heart attacks. I can identify with not fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm prone to them too.
So-
I'm on 20 milligrams of high cholesterol medicine.
Ooh.
It sucks,
Craziness.
but whatever.
I mean, yeah.
Can't imagine why.
Guess what? I'm about to choke down 3
Yeah.
cheeseburgers.
We're having the most metal interview ever. I've had heart attacks. Yep, I'm on steroids.
Yeah. doing the dabs. No, that would have killed me, man. I would have my heart would have stopped. My lung would have just went.
My little brother does that too, man, and I don't know how he does it. Like the size of his dabs are just ridiculous.
Yeah.
And like
the first one I
power
took
to
was
you, but
very small. The first one I ever took was very small, and my wife had to walk me home because I was just so fucking stoned. I fell asleep in one position, and I woke up at the same position about 12 hours later on my day off, and I went back and bought a gram immediately. I'm like, yep. That's the highest I've ever been in my life. From that point forward, I'm a dab guy.
That's hilarious.
So your tattoo shop, man. How long you been doing tattoos? Like forever now?
Man, yeah. It's been like 26 years I've been doing it total.
Oh, shit.
You know,
Right on.
Only about 17 professionally, obviously.
Yeah.
I own my own shop, Evil Ink Tattoo, Madison, Maine. It's just me, no other artists. I do my own thing daily. Biden box, baby. Biden box.
He's fantastic.
Right?
All you motherfuckers want to come down from Canada and get a tattoo, come to Evil Ink Tattoo.
Bronson's paying.
I think I have some space left.
Look at the size of
I'm
those
on my way.
diamonds.
Well, no, I'm not, but you know.
I think I've got some space left. I got a left arm. I got a back.
Hey,
about
I'm
it.
always welcome to new customers. I have a large clientele of regulars
God.
anyways, but I'm always up for a new thing. I don't call it a challenge because the only challenge for me is portraits. Never mind. Don't come at me with no portrait, you know.
No. See, for me, it's mostly like, I don't know if you can see it, but like, I'm covered in fire and a cobra and water. And then,
hold on,
like,
let me put my glasses on. I'm old.
I know.
All right, on. Nice work. From what I can see
Justin McClay. He's out of Niagara Falls. He was apprenticed by Dave Naughton out of Toronto.
I don't know the names, but like I said, I've only been around a short period of time. You know, 17 years on my own, and you know, it's been 12 in my own shop.
He did a tattoo on me about 12 years ago, and it still pops.
Still black.
Right on. Yeah, this is only a year old, but this is actually 2 cover-ups. So it originally was just the snake.
I get
Pardon?
it. I said that's why it looks dark to me from here.
Yeah, so originally it was just the snake wrapped around the syringe, but the guy who did it said he was a tattoo artist, and I ended up with a penis on my chest.
Oh, home job.
Yeah. So here we are, $2,000 later.
Fucking get up there. Let's do this.
You're better off just to walk into a fucking shop.
Yeah.
Right? So, well, it's Justin McClay. He's not only my tattoo artist, but he's one of my best friends.
Right.
So he's been working on this for a while. He fixed it right up. It goes like pretty much right down.
Right?
So, pardon?
Got to start somewhere.
Yeah.
Whether it's getting a tattoo or it's giving a tattoo. Trust me.
And the thing is, like,
I've done plenty of kitchen table tattoos.
The old kitchen
which shoulder is it? This one right here. My dynamite was done at my kitchen table a couple of weekends ago. My buddy just started tattooing. This was his very first tattoo on a human ever.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not great, like by any means, but it's his first tattoo, and he's been one of my best friends for 25 years. Right? Somebody gave you a chance and let you tattoo them for the first time. Somebody gave Justin a chance, and he's doing shit like this, right?
Oh, did you?
You know,
You got to start somewhere.
That's awesome.
That's right. So
28 years altogether.
Wow.
Well, there you go, man. That's amazing.
I'm married 17 years. 17
That's
years
awesome.
married.
I was married for 15. I put in for a long haul too. It just didn't work out.
Put in for the long haul.
That's what it's
all about.
Yeah. I have an amazing guy now, though.
Yeah.
So I can't really complain. I mean, I'd trade that 15 years for the happiness that I have again, for sure.
Dedication is not just about bands. Dedication
No,
in your
and
marriage,
come here.
in your life, in your band, and
My other
dedication
wives.
is dedication.
Yeah, these are my other wives.
And I got 2 of these out of the deal, so it wasn't terrible.
These are my bitches right here.
Sure.
Actually, I'm their
That's
bitch.
awesome.
But
I was gonna say he's the one in 2 bands.
Mhm.
Who's the band?
Stand for
but I
it.
give them equally about 33%. So
Yeah.
bullshit. I give you bitches both 200%.
I give you
Yeah.
equally about 33.
Oh, I can't wait to visit, man.
Ridiculous. I know. This is
It's a really good
fantastic. What are you
time.
doing, kiddo? Do you want to ask any questions?
Have you guys ever had as much fun with anity as
No,
you have
no,
with
yeah,
my enemy?
This has been a
No,
blast.
you guys are fantastic. We usually have the top 10 conversation.
My nightmares.
Okay,
No, you guys
whatever,
are crushing
kiddo.
it.
My
today,
drummers
man.
of the band. I'm going to plug them. You know, whatever.
Yeah.
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 Oh, plug them up.
Yeah, we
That was
may
my
or may
next
not have talked to
question.
those guys this morning.
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah,
the,
you guys did that
Yeah,
this
we
morning,
appreciate
right?
that too. We appreciate that too.
Yeah.
yeah.
We had a
Who's
blast
some
with
of
you this
your,
morning. It was so much fun.
Some other local
Good.
bands.
Yeah, we had a blast too. We talked about it for a little while afterwards. Like, yeah, that was a fucking one of the best interviews we've done. And we've taken
Oh.
over radio
Awesome.
stations here in Maine. Like taking
Oh,
over
wow.
full radio stations for 2 hours.
Yeah,
And
we
like the
have.
biggest station
Yeah,
here in
yeah.
Maine, TOS, and
Yeah.
this was way more fun of an interview.
Oh, thank you, bro.
Oh, I'm honored,
That gives me
guys. That's awesome. That's
Well,
fantastic.
It's a little bit different when like we're on like the biggest radio station in Maine. We have to like watch our fucking mouth and
yeah, yeah.
Wow.
and it's just not as fun. Although as much because we like to swear, we're fucking human. I mean,
No,
Wow,
it's kind
whatever.
of intelligence, on,
Well,
you know.
We're
That's the nice
adults.
thing about internet, eh?
And I
Oh, it's great,
really
it's great.
don't believe
So the
in
FCC
censoring people. So I
Yeah.
love the fact that we can fucking speak freely here and say fuck some more. You know?
Yeah.
I love that.
Hey,
you know?
hey. Fuckity fuck. It's only just a word, right?
No, exactly.
I don't know if
Yeah.
it'll work. Look, it
It's
works.
just a word.
I have "fuck that guy" written on my finger. So whenever I point at TJ, I don't know if you guys can see that, but my
Yeah.
finger says "fuck that guy."
I wasn't sure if you were pointing at me or pointing at him.
Well, I mean, if TJ ducks, I am.
Yeah.
But
Right.
as long as he stays sitting up straight, I'm pointing at him, not you.
Right. Nice.
Well, I
Yeah,
love the
that's another one of those
man.
tattoos that makes you lots of good bar tips.
Mhm.
We love to have a good time.
I love to.
People
I
let
hate to
it.
love to get
It's not
tattooed.
finished.
This was the worst I've sat through. Was my throat.
I was gonna say
That
I'm
shit
getting mine done too.
Mm,
I love that.
armpit
tattoo.
sucks.
Stop shaking me. Feel like Michael
Yeah,
J.
the
Fox.
armpit really sucks a lot. The sternum hurts. My sternum is tattooed and it hurts a lot. Like I bitched out after 2 hours for the sternum.
My beautiful wife sat through her throat tattoo and like a fucking champ, like 4 hours.
Yeah.
It's fucking
No
her
way.
entire throat.
Right on. Good on her, man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the
And
throat
so,
hurts.
so I had to go get mine done. I'm like, my wife ain't showing me up, motherfucker.
Well, she did because she did it first.
5 hours later, I was done.
She shows him.
Oh, yeah.
She shows me up all the time. That's because she's my beautiful wife.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey,
I know.
let
I
me
got
show you my
22.
wife's
I got
beautiful
22
tattoo.
hours on my chest, man. I know what it's like.
Check out my beautiful wife's throat tattoo. It's fucking gorgeous.
Holy!
With some $1 around it.
that is
God,
awesome.
take a look at it. Look how beautiful.
Wow.
Say hello.
Absolutely
Oh, you're a
gorgeous.
lucky guy.
Tattoo's really nice too, but
Who sits through that kind of torture
No,
for their
right?
husband?
well, she
Like,
did it before
really
him,
though.
so.
That's
Can I
dedication.
help you, sir?
That's dedication.
Yeah.
Hey, go. Mom never lets
Go.
you in here during interviews.
Got the full LP coming out, like a full album coming out here real soon. You said probably by winter or so, eh? Are you guys going to be releasing any more singles along the way in the next couple of weeks? Or?
Well, that's really all going to depend on our management. We
Yeah.
are managed by Distilled Entertainment, so as far as releasing anything at this point, it's not up to us.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You might get the 30-second clip, the 45-second clip, but Dude, you're licking my ear hairs.
Yeah, right.
It reminds me of last night.
But yeah, the still wants to push for that, which is fine with me. That's what we pay them for. So
Yeah, true. True.
Go. You'll get it when you're done.
we're
Or when
hoping
I'm
for 9
done.
songs. You know, probably 4.5, 5 minutes each.
Nice.
He worked on the Death Angel album last year that was nominated for a Grammy that lost its
What?
pool.
Yeah, that's Evan Salmons.
So we got
Love Death Angel.
45 minutes from him. So he's
What's
up.
his band's name?
Last Chance to
Last
Reason.
Chance to Reason.
They're on Prosthetic Records with All That Remains and all these major fucking bands. Between the Buried, that's who they tour with all the time.
They're on my list, actually. I just put them down the other day of bands that I came across and put down that I have to get a hold of. So that's
Yeah,
awesome.
right.
I met
Well, Last
those
Chance is
people,
the band anymore right now. They put it on hold.
Yeah.
But Evan would be the man to talk to about it.
All right, I'll get a hold of him.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure I have him on my
Great
contact
guy.
list.
Great guy. He's got a great.
If not, I
ear.
think I do.
He works
That's
for
fantastic.
He works for Jason Sukoff. He's done every Unearthed album, every Kill Switch Engage album, mastering or engineering. Every single Trivium album. You name it, this guy, Evan works for this guy. He's his drum tech. And we're lucky
okay.
enough to only live 45 minutes from him.
Emmy nominated.
I know, Grammy nominated, brother. Grammy nominated.
We'll give him an Emmy too. It don't
We only
matter.
live
I wish
45
I
minutes
could
from
get
him.
an Emmy.
Yeah.
Right?
Listen, Grant is the only drama in this fucking band, so I'm just fucking with him.
I would say between this morning and this afternoon, both of these interviews are definitely on my top 10 interviews.
We have a lot
for
of
sure.
fun.
They actually
Oh,
just called me
absolutely.
Emmy as a nickname.
Holy, look at the size of
No,
my
you
neck,
don't.
dude.
No,
Look
I'm
at that.
just kidding.
I know, you've been
Dude, I
working
have a
out,
long
man.
fucking giraffe neck. I'm gonna do
When
this.
the interviews do themselves,
Do to you right
Yeah,
there.
right.
this is perfect.
Perfect example.
Oh, by the way, it's a huge party going on here, just to let y'all
I
know.
know.
Yeah, we see that.
Say hi, everybody.
We're jealous,
Live
dude.
on Canadian fucking Street.
Okay, just so you know, over here, that's illegal activity.
We can have 75% capacity here, which is
Not
about
yet.
75
That's
people.
outdoors. 75
It's not
outdoors.
illegal here,
No,
so
April 26th.
Wow, I'm
75%
grateful to see that you
50%
guys are
inside.
doing that, man.
20%. So we're
And I am. I'm so grateful to see that there's more than 2 people in the same room from different houses. It just gives us fucking prisoners hope over here in Canada.
Listen, we feel for you guys, my friends.
do.
We
We
feel
do.
for you guys.
And we appreciate it, man. Definitely.
But
It's
let's be
been a
honest. If you
time.
don't stand up and say something, they ain't gonna hear.
Oh, we
it.
have been.
No,
We
right.
I know
have
you
been.
have. I know you have.
These
I've been
fucking
following
crazy
it.
fucks at Capitol Hill back in January here in America. Like, what the
Yeah.
fuck were you thinking, dude?
Yeah,
Well,
right.
and
Like
I
the
mean,
cars
you
from
just
Ice
got to make
Earth
us a little bit
is in
angrier.
jail.
That's
John
all. We're
Schneider
Canadian.
for attacking the Capitol. We were like, fuck
No.
you guys. They just stormed the White House. But honestly,
Yeah.
it's our White House. It's not theirs. We pay taxes. It's
That's
our
right.
White House.
Yeah.
That's right.
I mean,
That's right. Just like it's our
it's
parliament
written in our
now, man.
Constitution that if the government is ever to become tyrannical, you're to take it over. That's
Yeah.
Well, that's
literally
why
what
they
it
just
says in
took
the
away all our
fucking
guns,
Constitution.
just so that we couldn't, right? Trudeau just put in an order where he took away a whole bunch of our guns, and they're trying to make things
don't
like
play that shit
paintball
around here.
guns. They're trying to
No.
make
We
don't play
paintball
that
guns
gun shit in
illegal.
America.
it's not just our right; it's our responsibility.
That's
Fucking
absolutely
A,
correct.
dude.
That I agree with.
What does
We use
Stephen
it
Crowder
for
say?
protection.
Faith, family, and
Protecting and
freedom.
hunting for food. Protection and
Yeah.
food. That's it.
That's right.
Nobody's really
Yeah.
walking around with pieces strapped on them unless their cock's small. That's it.
Yeah.
Oh.
it's true, though.
Around here, we call them
I got
pavement
3
princesses.
You can take our ammo, but we'll just
never
build, we'll
take
just
our
make more.
guns.
We'll just make more ammo.
Yeah.
Well, that's
you
it,
can
right?
take our ammo, but you'll never take our guns.
Well, I wish you guys would come over here and teach some of us that fucking
so it
motto.
means,
That's
like-
for goddamn sure.
Without ammo, we have no guns.
Ask the British how it worked out.
What?
Back in the
Yeah.
ask the British how it worked out when they try to take
Yeah,
our
right.
guns.
Actually, some of
work
that
out very
worked
good
out
at
for
all.
the British.
Actually, I was going to
They
say
did
the
burn
War of
down the
1812
light.
kind of worked out in our
That
favor,
they did.
sweetheart.
They did burn the White House down, so
Now
Yeah,
there
we
are
did.
fucking crazy
Yeah, we
people with
fucking
guns.
did.
There are crazies with guns, of course, and some people shouldn't have some, but 90% of Americans should have them.
They're all
Yeah.
responsible gun owners, most of them, like 98%.
100%. We live in
Yeah.
the woods, right? We have to worry about bobcats and mountain lions and fucking bears, and there's fucking wild ass animals where we live. You know, fawns everywhere.
Metalheads.
Yeah.
No, they're not. The metalheads are actually the
That's
nicest
where
in the
it's at,
community.
New Yorkers.
Yeah, here too.
It's those goddamn hardcore kids that cause all the
We're very
problems.
few
Yeah.
Goddamn punks.
sweet metal bands in the state of Maine. I mean, there are a few. You know
Skateboarding
what I mean?
Yeah.
New Yorkers.
Ones that you really want to listen to, ones that you want to really be hanging around with,
Just
being
kidding.
friends with, you know.
Mhm.
It saved
Yeah.
a lot of us. Just this last year itself, that saved a lot of us. you
A
know?
lot,
Yeah.
man. Everybody had a rough year everywhere. Everywhere.
Oh,
You guys have a
absolutely.
little bit rougher year than we are.
Wow.
Yeah. So
But it's been a rough year. You know, we finally played our first show last weekend and finally sold merch. We've been sitting on for a year.
Aw.
I mean, it was a kind of a smaller show, but we still sold like $350 in merchandise.
A show
$350
is a
in
show.
merch.
Is a show.
yeah.
So
That's
people
really good.
are spending money.
Yeah.
And we took advantage of the time down just to go in the studio. I mean, come on.
Yeah,
Right. I mean,
absolutely.
we had money banked up in the
Not
bank.
a
and-
dime out of our pocket.
no,
either,
it's all
by the way.
merchandise sales.
All merch sales.
Yeah.
We've paid what we're like. We spent a lot of money on our records, a lot of money,
Yeah.
and that's why they sound good. The shit on Spotify for some reason got uploaded kind of weird, and it's in a different format. And even our producer was like, "Take that shit down. That doesn't represent me," and he's right. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
he's right. That's his fucking production as much as it is ours.
Still
He's,
get
it's
over
his
10,000
name on that
we
production.
still get over 10,000 listeners for like 3 months
13,000,
straight.
13,000, but
3 months straight.
13,000. But
3 months straight.
so we spend the money on the records because we want them to sound fucking good. If you're not spending money
Right.
on records, and you're just doing, if you're putting one microphone in your drum set when you've got 4 toms, 6 cymbals, a bass drum, a snare drum, a hi-hat, right? That's not going to
Right.
cut it, brother. You need about 12, 14 fucking cymbals. This dude
Yeah.
is professional. His studio is about the size of a fucking Yugo, and it's perfect. It's perfectly. If some of these millennials and shit, they don't even know what a Yugo the fuck is, dude.
No,
They're
right?
Dude, they're fucking googling it right now. What's a fucking
It's the
Yugo?
Kia of the 80s.
Oh fuck, that's wild, dude. But we spend money on our record. That's because we want the record to sound good.
No,
Right.
I
Right,
appreciate
absolutely,
it.
absolutely.
Yesterday, laying down some tracks with our Grammy-nominated friend.
Yeah.
It was
No,
pretty
that's
dope. It's
awesome.
pretty dope. But we can only get in like every 2 months or so because he's fucking booked solid, man. I mean, the people are recording with him.
No,
So
that's
it's kind of tough to get in. So we'll
Good for
take it
him.
when we get it.
We'll take the
Yeah.
5 hours one time at a time.
Oh, here's
Yeah.
here's some American
Oh, yeah.
marijuana.
Love
Hey,
it.
That's awesome.
I got some New
So-
York grape skunk that tastes so fucking good.
So-
I can't wait to come down and visit, man.
I
It's gonna be so
know. I know. So, is there anything else you guys want to tell the world before we kick them out and keep you guys to ourselves for a little bit?
We want to thank everybody who's been listening on Spotify, buying merchandise, just supporting the scene, period.
Yeah.
Whether it's locals up to the majors, but I'm going to let you in on a little secret.
How many you got watching
Hold
right
up.
now?
90% of the locals are 1,000 times the musicians that the fucking majors are. You
Yeah.
guys
That's
remember
right.
that shit.
I agree
Hey,
with you
listen,
there,
man, we all start somewhere. Those bands that are only on their first show. Slayer was them at one time, and Metallica was them at one time, and you know what I mean? It's the little bands you got to support in order to make the bigger bands the bigger bands. Because if you don't support
don't
the
get
little
the big
bands, they
band
don't
without the
become the
local
bigger
band.
bands, and we don't
That's
get
right,
this
that's right.
cycle of amazing music out there.
We've actually been offered
Absolutely.
tours in Europe with the Acacia Strain.
I
3
love them.
Monther with Cold. You remember them? That song,
Yeah.
Stupid Girl?
Yeah,
We've been offered
yeah.
three with Seven Dust. We've been offered with
Oh, I love Seven Dust.
who else we've been offered with? We've been offered some
Morbid.
Morbid, which is half of Morbid. It's half of Morbid Angel.
Oh,
It's a new
okay.
kind of thing coming out.
Yeah.
We're on a management label. Shout out to Patrick at Distilled Entertainment for having us and signing us and all that good fucking shit. I probably should have mentioned that too. He's helped me out. Shout out to Saluda Cymbals for giving me an incredible endorsement discount on my cymbals. I appreciate you.
Wonderful.
Well, I just had to give some shout outs real quick because on this band, there's a little bit more going on with.
Listen, man, if you got more shout outs, we'll give you the time. Absolutely shout it out. We can hang on a little bit longer. Absolutely.
Big shout out to everybody on the Distilled Entertainment label, for everybody having our back, for everybody listening to us on Spotify. We were up to 26,000 monthly listeners. From a little fucking tiny town in Maine that has 35 people that live here. That's a fucking shitload.
Yeah,
that's a fucking
awesome.
shitload.
Like, seriously.
I mean, I can literally piss on the neighbor, and there's 4 more. And that's the end of this town, dude. It's so small. It's so we're in a 104-year-old barn right now. Believe that shit or not, dude.
Wow, that's
I believe
awesome.
it. I believe it.
Just
the town
wow,
I lived in Newfoundland, there was only there was 9 of us. When we moved in, we doubled the population.
Right.
Yeah.
We're from small towns, just like you are.
Yeah. Well, I'm from Niagara Falls, but that's where we lived when we were there.
TJ, you got our email, you got our numbers, you got our messages. Yep. When you come down here, brother, we'll take care of you, dude. We'll weed you, we'll feed you, we'll make sure you have a good time, brother. Everybody's super fucking cool comes here.
Second the border opens, but I'm on my way, man. That's my first destination.
Anytime, brother, anytime.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you guys' time very much.
Well, we appreciate you guys. Absolutely. We're more than happy to do this with you guys. It's an honor.
Hey, good luck to you guys with all the bullshit going on.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, man. We appreciate it. And we appreciate that people see what's going on. We need more people to know what's happening so this ends faster.
Mm-hmm.
We fucking get it. We pretty much said, you know what? This is our country and nobody dictates us.
There's a bunch of us that are at that point too. The angry mom mentality. We've had enough.
Yep,
so,
we did too. Make your own fucking choice. We're human beings.
That's right.
I mean, I'll wear my mask. Don't get me wrong, and I'll do my thing, and I will eventually get the vaccine. I'm just not ready for it.
You do you, man.
Today,
you do you.
I will. Let me see. Let me see what affects bodies happen after a year, and then I'm good. I've got no issues with it, and I'll play my fucking part.
That's right.
No,
but on the other side, I'm also going to start playing fucking shows.
Yeah. I can't wait.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that. That's amazing.
We appreciate you guys very much.
Yeah. Next time these guys come on, we're going to have you guys play live for us next time.
Yeah, definitely. That would be amazing.
Cool. Thank you.
So, okay, we're going to kick the rest of the world out, and then I'm going to keep you guys for 2 more minutes, and then we're going to be on our way. Sound like a plan?
Sounds good.
All right, TJ, get it in, because I'm about to hit end stream.